Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing another installment in my series where I create different makeup looks with the Chanel Les Beige 9 Shadow palette here, La Palette Indispensable. Now before we get started, as you guys know, whenever I get a collection or a palette like this, I always create multiple different looks. So if you happen to have this palette at home, I strongly recommend that you subscribe because I create a lot of different looks. So if you're looking for inspiration or ways to wear the colors, I highly recommend you stick around because then you'll learn different ways to wear them. So the last video that I did with this palette, I created something very simple and fresh, like an everyday makeup look, something you can do like on the way running out the door for work. But I got a lot of comments asking me to do something more dramatic, more glamorous, basically the opposite of what I just did. So today we're going to do like a full glam with this palette here. And before we get any further, I have my iced coffee here on the side. So let's all take a second to take a sip and dive into the look. One thing I want to point out that I noticed the other day is that this palette says Les Beige Natural Eyeshadow Collection L'Indispensable. And if you recall, the palettes that came out in the spring, the brightly colored ones, the 9 shadow palettes, the first one that came out last year was called edition number 1, and then this year is edition number 2. Now, since this says Natural Eyeshadow Collection, does that mean they're going to come out with more 9 shadow palettes that aren't considered natural? I'm just throwing that out there. I just realized that. So maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Chanel just came out with like a green palette or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. I've already primed and prepped. Eyebrows are filled in. I'm gonna go ahead and use a shade that I haven't used really yet. This one here, it's this warm tone reddish brown shade. I'm gonna pack this on the mobile lid. I'm going in with a flat brush like this. This is the Chanel Definer / Smudger brush. I always put a link down below to all the brushes that I use in my videos, so just scroll down the description box to see what they are. It's funny, in the pan, this color looks almost reddish compared to the other ones, but then on the eye, it's more like a brown with like a gold little fleck or a speckle in it. It's very pretty. And I'm gonna go into the cream shade up here. I'm gonna go in with a more tapered brush like this. I'm gonna use this to place this in the crease, and then I'll go in with a clean blending brush here. So I'm just placing this in the crease here. And then using the clean brush, blending that out. So I'm just going back and forth between adding a little bit more of that brown in the crease here and then blending it out with the clean brush. This is more of a dramatic, intense makeup look, so this, I don't know, it's not going to be something that I would do like running out the door on the way to work. So I feel like this is something you can take your time with, and the blending takes the longest. Okay, so let's go ahead and deepen this up with this dark color over here. Let's go ahead and just add a little bit of that with this tapered brush, and I'm going to place this just in the crease here. Just in the outer corner. Okay, let's go ahead and skip to the face makeup because I have more that I want to do on the eyes, like on the bottom lashes, but I might as well just do the foundation and concealer first, otherwise it just gets kind of erased. I'm going to go ahead and use the Chanel Ultra Le Teint foundation. I've been using the Water Fresh tint a lot, this one here. But this is extremely light, and I feel like for a more glamorous look, you want something a bit more full coverage. And before I forget, the Chanel Ultra Le Teint foundation, I am in the shade B30. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Clé de Peau concealer in the shade called Almond. Now for bronzer, I'm going into my Chanel Les Beige Healthy Glow Powder, number 50. Just gonna add a little bit of this to the cheekbones. Okay, and a little bit of blush. I'm going into my Chanel Joue Contraste number 72, Rose Initiale. It is this beautiful pinky peach blush. I think that this is the perfect pink or perfect blush for anyone, for any look really. It's my go-to. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of lip balm before I continue. This is the Emile Cordon Cashmere on Lip Pot. This is a number 43 Pamela. I love the gold packaging here, but also the color. It's like this really light lavender. It has a really nice, like almost like vanilla sweet scent, but it doesn't actually have a color. So to finish up the eye look, I'm going to go back into the reddish shade and also the brown shade here. And I'm going to go in with a more tapered brush, and I'm just going to smudge both of those under the lashes. I'm going to start with the red, like the brown color first. And I'm going into the darker brown shade. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of highlighter. I'm using the Dior Backstage Glow palette. This is one that came out last year. I believe there's a new one out that looks very tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and keep using this one. I'm going to go into the gold shade here. I'm going to go ahead and use this as a highlighter on my cheekbones. And taking a small tapered brush, I'm just going to take a little bit of that same gold color and place it in the inner corner here. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of liner. I'm using the Chanel Stylo Yeux number 88 Noir Intense. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit on the tight line here, and then also a little thin line on the top as well. Now for mascara, I'm going to go ahead and use the new Dior Pump and Volume HD. I'm going to go ahead and put on lots and lots of mascara. So this look is glamorous, and in my opinion, nothing is more glamorous than red lipstick, even though I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. I don't know, I feel like it balances out. I'm gonna go ahead and wear the Chanel Ultra Le Rouge, no, what is it called? What is this called? Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue. So it's the one that's, one side is lip color, one side is lip gloss. It's basically a liquid lipstick. These used to exist before in Chanel, but they were round and now they're square, and they're basically coming out with like a lot of the same colors or similar colors. But anyway. I thought it was really funny a few years ago when liquid lipsticks became the rage, and all these brands were coming out with like new liquid lipsticks, but most brands like Chanel already had a liquid lipstick, but they just came with a lip gloss because they understood how drying they are. I don't know, I just thought that was really funny. Like all these brands were like coming out with like new innovative products, and I was like, this already exists. What I like about this is that you can really make it more sheer or more opaque. Like you can add more and make it literally look this dark, but I kind of feel like I want to balance it a little bit, and I am going to put on a little bit of lip gloss because this is pretty drying. Alright guys, this is my finished look. This is my take on a full-on glamorous makeup look using the Chanel Les Beige palette here. I really like how this came out. I think the red is really nice. I know some people might not want to wear a red lipstick with a more intense eye, but I think it looks pretty nice. So please let me know down in the comments what you think of today's video. And also, I did receive a lot of comments in the previous video asking me to create a look with the more golden shade over here, something more golden. And I also got a lot of comments about the Dior Wild Earth collection here, also to create something golden here. So I think I will do like golden eye looks in the next week or so with each palette, with each collection. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, I think that about does it for today's video. Again, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. If you happen to have this collection and you want some more ideas on how to wear it, this is the place for you. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Please remember that you are kind, you are beautiful, and you are capable. So go out there and conquer the world. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to make me part of your day. I really appreciate that. And on that note, I'll see you guys later. Bye.